Tempus here. Hello and welcome to the basic Auctionator guide. Now, as I've been telling you guys over and over again to get gathering professions 3 times, 4 times, 2 times, whatever. Get as many as you possibly can. Now, at the same time, with all those mats, you need a fast way to post those bloody things. Now, if we look at the default Blizzard auction posting thing, you've probably tried to use it before, and it's a mission. You have to type in, you have to search for every single bloody thing you post, and it's not fun. It's a big waste of time, and they should probably fix that at some stage. But to sort that, we have the wonderful guy who has made Auctionator, and basically what this nifty little add-on does is Alt, left click, bam, there we go. Here it is. Here's my auction of Stormy Ocean Sapphire. Undercut them. It's ready to post. I just click a big red button and it's done. There we go. No typing, no anything. Just very quick, very efficient, very nice. Again, that's just Alt and then you just left click on the item. Now, one of the next things we need to talk about is duration. We have 12 hours, 24 hours, and 48 hours. So if you are fine with posting 2 times a day, maybe you work from home or for whatever reason you have a lot of free time, then hey, go with 12 hours. It costs you less money, and in the long run basically you make more money if you use 12 hours as long as you keep reposting it all the time. Now the reason for this is, as you can see, 12 hours you get 7 silver, 50 copper deposit. Now if I want to say 48 hours, that comes to 30 silver. Now it also affects the price of the cut that the auction system that Blizzard has in place will take off of the selling price of your item. Now, yeah, I know it's kind of weird. They have a taxing system in WoW so that when you sell an item, it will take a portion of the amount it's sold for itself. And while this may sound kind of idiotic, it's actually in theory quite smart, as it helps to reduce things like inflation. Okay, so we don't get some exorbitant prices. So basically by listing for 12 hours you get a smaller deposit, and that is great. Now Auctioneer and Auctionator have this duration thing which has the default duration, so every single time you select the next one it'll come up to the default one, which I have at 48 hours because I am lazy as hell and I only list, you know, every once in a while, so I just want it up as long as I can possibly have it up there. Now to change these default settings, you just go to Options, and then we have it here, Default Auction Duration. So if you're fine with doing it every 12 hours, select 12 hours, every 1 day you're fine with relisting it, select 24 hours, and every 48 hours if you're lazy like I am. Which I don't encourage. Being lazy like I am it's probably not good for you. Anyways, here we go, back to the undercutting. Now, as you already know, the lowest priced auction on the auction system will be displayed first. So this makes it so that buyers get a better deal, which is fair enough, sounds good to me. However, with things like Auctionator, undercutting becomes really easy, and the thing with undercutting is that you only need to do it by 1 copper, so literally the tiniest amount you can think of, and then you are number 1 listed. So to make the most out of your coin, you can just use 1 copper undercut. In order to do this, you will notice that when you first have this add-on, it'll have gold and silver undercuts, and the lowest will be like 5 copper. So all you do is you just go into these and you just go 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, and then you keep overwriting all the things it's put in place, and then you have 1 copper for everything. Basically that just helps you make more money again. Now, next up we have the Buy tab. Now the thing about the Buy tab is that all you have to do is search for an item once. So let's pick Volatile Earth. So you can just shift click it in, boom, it has been searched for. Now you see what just happened. I searched for it, it came up here, but at the same time it came up there. Basically what that means is that I've just searched for volatile earth. So let's say I overwrite that and I'm going to search for an ace of. So that gives me a whole bunch of things with the name ace in them. Okay. Now, volatile earth is still there. All I have to do to get that back, I no longer have to type it in, I just click. Done. There we go. That's how easy it is to just buy stuff using Auctionator. Click the buy button, and buy one at that price, times 5, and every single one. See, it buys in terms of the grades of prices. So there are 20 stacks of 5 with the same unit price. Don't get confused by this column. This column is item price. That means per unit. This is actually what means what's cheaper than what. So item price, this is great. Okay. Now the thing you don't want to do is go, oh wow, 20 stacks of 5 for 1 gold, 62 silver, and 99 copper. It's not. It's not that cheap. There's the stack price here. It's 8 gold, 14 silver, and 95 copper. So the last thing you want to do is go. Say here we've got 11 stacks of 5. Oh wow, for only 4 gold. You can buy all of those, but it's actually costing you 24 gold for every stack. So make sure to keep an eye on that, and don't get fooled by that at all. It's the last thing you want. Okay. Going back onto listing things, we just click the red button, and it's undercut by 1 copper, and it starts listing things. Now I'm listing this in things of 1 because it is a gem. Things like gems, enchants, a lot of the consumables that go onto items, people want to buy in things of 1. So list those things in stacks of 1. But things like ore, like this elementium ore over here, you want to list it in stacks of 20. Herbs, stacks of 20. Skins, stacks of 20. Logs, stacks of 20. Everything, stacks of 20 if it's a raw mat that you can gather. The reason for this is because if I see volatile earth, let's just go here. This is also a gatherable mat. Now, look here. Say I need 500 volatile earth. Do you honestly think I'm going to click 500 times the stacks of 1? That's not happening. The stacks of 5 are pushing it. So I'm going to go right to the back all the way until I can reach the stacks of 20. And then I don't care if they're more expensive because it saves me time. And that's half the point of MMOs, is that I have other stuff to put my time into, so I'm not going to sit there clicking 500 times just to buy auctions. So make sure to list things that people are going to need in mass in stacks of 20. So that's a good idea right there. And then let's go back onto the sell tab. Now, let's say Primal Life. Now Primal Life, here we go. Lowest auction is 1 gold, 20 silver. Now it's been undercut by 1 copper automatically, which is great, but for this purpose I'm going to override it to show you the next thing. Okay, doesn't matter how much over the price I am still not the lowest priced auction. So here we go into the More tab. Welcome to More. Now the thing about More is that Auctionator says, I am here to make you money, dear friend. So you need to be able to sell as much as you possibly can by being the lowest priced auction up there. So you can click this wonderful button over here, check for undercuts. Okay, that's cool. That's not cool. And as you see there, we have ticks where I am the lowest priced and crosses where I am not the lowest priced. Now it says, okay, cool, look, you're not the lowest priced, you should be, so do you want me to cancel these, please? Unfortunately, it would do it automatically, but WoW has changed its rules so that you can't just click once, you have to click once per transaction. So unfortunately, you have to click once per. Don't blame the poor developer of Auctionator. He would, I'm sure, make it very much more automated if he could, but due to the rules, he can't, and he's obviously going to stick to the rules, otherwise we wouldn't be able to use his add-on. So we just click start cancelling. Once, go, 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 go. Done. There we go. Everything that I have listed that is not the lowest priced auction up there, I've just taken off. With a few clicks, it's done, and then I can just repost it. Now, if you're going to be using this system a lot, this check for undercut system, and always being the lowest priced all the time, on high population servers, it's probably not a good idea, because you'd be sitting there all day doing that. On medium to low pops, it's fine. Now, again, we're going to go back to the Salt tab. If you're constantly getting undercut and just reposting and reposting and reposting, if you're putting it duration at 48 hours, you are wasting a lot of gold. So, if you're going to constantly be doing that, make sure to use 12 hours, as that will save you a lot of money over time. So, keep an eye on that if you want to make use of this wonderful feature, and make sure to use that 12 hours. Okay. And that is everything. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and go make some money!